my people, I greet you all according to your time. That one I depend on where you dey watch me from. My people, not be small thing. President Tinubu, he don't come outside. He don't come dey beg UN say make he come follow and tackle insecurity for Nigeria, my people. Now no say the time when he be say he dey do election, when he be say that they ask and say how you want to tackle insecurity for Nigeria. He come dey make sure say they will employ how many soldiers. After how many soldiers, then the whole place will be full of food. There will be fufu, wagari, everything. My people, now insecurity matter don't come now. It don't go dey tell UN say make they come help and tackle insecurity. My people, as if that is not enough. APC people, they just come disgrace Nigerians. He get one former minister, whether they call former minister of communication, whether they call Shetu. He don't come outside, base. Don't come outside. Nobody even call him for interview. Nobody even answer anything safe. He come outside, come they talk, say why Nigerians go they talk, say they employ one minister when he be say she dey serve. Una know say I carried that video before. Say why Nigerians go they complain, say that they employ minister without when be say you don't get NYSC certificate. Say even in the time when he serve as minister of communication, he too not get certificate. Open confession. This man just start to the point in mouth. My people, trust my online laws now. My online laws give the backbone. Me self, I call the dodge say because it beg too much. As I just enter the Twitter level, I just base come on because the beg I don't jam my people. My people, I beg, I don't go your talk too much. If today na your first time when you come across my video, Queen Gist TV, what till they wait for? Put your hand for the follow button. Make you follow me so that anytime when I bring another ogbonge one, you go be first person where you go be say you go get her. And if you know, say as you dey watch this video, like the video, share the video. Don't forget to put your comment for the comment section because now the comment section now go tell us how you feel about the video. Guys, just watch this video. Stay tuned. I will see you on my next video. Bye-bye.
People's Party. Now, during the 2023 presidential election campaigns, His Excellency Peter Obi made it clear to Nigerians that the method deployed by the federal government to fight terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria was not all-inclusive. He said insecurity must also be viewed as an economic problem. He went further to say that when you reduce the level of poverty in Nigeria, you would have reduced the number of people that will be willing to take up arms to commit crime to earn a living. And by extension, you would have reduced insecurity, terrorism, and all other forms of agitations across the country. But the APC people came up and said, no, the man is just making noise. In fact, Tinubu made it look as if fighting terrorism and insecurity was as simple as ABC when he was asked what he would do if he was at the helm of affairs. We all remember how he responded. He said,
"Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn, in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption."
You heard him. Create demand and consumption, whatever that means. And the people there were clapping. I don't know what they were clapping for. Now, that was Tinubu talking about fighting terrorism as if it was as simple as ABC. Talking as if he had everything planned out. But now, after just 3 months in office, Tinubu is now running to the United Nations, asking them to come and help him fight terrorism. Before I show you how he said it and how Nigerians responded bitterly, let me quickly tell you what the humanitarian minister, Betta Edu, has come out to say. This is the same lady that was on Arise TV, running her mouth, speaking grammar, as if she had new ways of doing things, as if she had new ways to alleviate the poverty of Nigerians. But she has now reverted to the old clueless APC way, when she came out to say that federal government will distribute cash to 15 million poor families. These people are just clueless. They don't know what to do to alleviate the sufferings of Nigerians other than to invent means to embezzle cash. They know nothing other than cash distribution, and Nigerians became angry. They say, is this not the same fraud that they did during Buhari time? Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet says, when are we going to understand that distributing cash to people is not a way to lift them out of poverty? What is wrong with these thieves? And this tweet by Big Wig Austin says, when we go tire for this sharing of palliative, just fix electricity and roads and keep these monies as SME loans. Haba, they are clueless. They don't know what to do. And this tweet by Isaac Olatunde says, why are we still talking about distributing cash at this time? Cash distribution would only increase the impoverishment of Nigerians. Can we just come up with a more strategic approach to mitigating the effect of the inflation? They can't, oh. They can't, because they are just plain clueless. And this tweet says, they've started this scam again. Which one be poor families? Nigerians are poor, and all Nigerians deserve monetary support from the government. Yes! And Jaye Ifeoluwa tweeted saying, they only need empowerment and financial education. Those who collected trader money stipend are now poorer. Distribution of money is another avenue to those in charge to loot 80% of it, and that is just it. APC will never come up with viable economic programs to lift the people out of poverty other than to share money. And at the end of the day, 90% of that money will be embezzled. What a shame. Now, let me show you what Tinubu said to the United Nations and how Nigerians reacted. I read, Tinubu asks for more United Nations support to ward off terrorists. President Bola Tinubu has solicited the support of the United Nations in Nigeria's fight against terrorism in the light of its rippling effect on global peace, displacement of people, and rising poverty. He made the appeal at an audience with the Under-Secretary General of the United Nations Office on Counter-Terrorism, Vladimir Voronkov, at the State House on Thursday. We appreciate all that you have been doing. We know in the face of many demands and challenges, you can still do much better. We can score you A in collaboration, but B in physical support, stated Mr. Tinubu. You have to do more because terrorism is an effective danger on democracy. Terrorism is also an effective danger to development. Growth and prosperity cannot be achieved until we banish terrorism. You heard him. Now, that was a so-called president of a certain country telling other people to do more in the fight of terrorism in his own country. So, it is not you that will do more again. It is other countries that will do more for you. Scoring them A in one aspect and B in the other aspect. You are now Mr. Lecturer. But during the campaigns, you were making noise, making it look as if it was kindergarten quiz. But now, you have forced your way in and you are now confused. Totally confused. You are going to beg others to come and help you do your job. Oh, what a shame. And Nigerians came in and began to mock him. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet by Toby says, so MC Oluomo and Asari Dokubo boys can't do the job of fighting Boko Haram? Are they only powerful during the election period? Use them now. No need for United Nations. Oh, and this tweet says, no one owes an illegitimate government anything. Oh! And this tweet right here says, Nigeria is in a mess having APC at the helm of affairs nationally. Previous government avoided having United Nations support to fight terrorism. Yes, Buhari avoided them. Tinubu is bringing them. APC is just a total mess. And this tweet by Bobby says, what happened to the Jagaban army? Oh. Now, let's talk about what APC has done to the Nigerian constitution. Former Minister of Communications, Shitu, came out unprovoked. Nobody asked him a question. He himself stood up and granted an interview and began to say that when he served as minister, as a lawmaker and everything, that he didn't have an NYSC discharge certificate. That why are they complaining that the lady minister does not have an NYSC certificate? That him, when he served in all those positions, he didn't have NYSC certificate. This man came out and spat on the NYSC laws. Oh, Nobody even asked him. He came out just to let us know that he broke the law and nothing can happen to him. And Nigerians felt so sad. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet says, "You are a bad example. You should not mislead people. Apparently, you used school certificate to contest election. But if you hold yourself as a graduate, you must show evidence of NYSC or exemption therefrom." But he didn't use it now, and he served as minister. That's what we are saying, lawlessness of the APC. And this tweet says, "It is only in Nigeria and the black man's world that the rich makes the law, breaks the law, while the poor suffer. What a shame, what a shame." And this tweet by Khalifa says, "Is NYSC useless? Or does the NYSC Act only apply to the common man? I wonder." And this tweet by Gimba says, "This rubbish must stop." And APC is a party that has no regard for the Constitution of Nigeria. These people have spat on the Constitution time and time again. But there is a party that respects the Constitution. There is a party that when they come to power, they will uphold everything that the Constitution stands for. And that is the party that Nigerians voted for, the Labour Party, which fielded His Excellency Peter Obi and Dati Baba Ahmed. And the people came out under the sun and under the rain, sacrificed everything to give them their votes freely, until Mahmoud Yakubu, the evil INEC chairman, came in and he changed everything. And now we are at the temple of justice and we are asking for recompense. We are asking for justice. We are urging the judiciary to do the right thing, to stand by the Constitution that they swore to protect, to pass judgment according to the dictates of it and according to the dictates of the electoral laws, without fear and without favor. And we eagerly expect the day where they go pass that judgment, for the sake of those of us who dey this country now, and for the sake of the